Hello Libra, welcome to June 2022, and I feel this month is going to be a really unique month for the zodiac sign of Libra. What I'm hearing, for those of you who know, I hear it, see it, feel it, know it, and then I use the cards so that it has a visual. The cards follow my messages, and the message is listen to the clicking of the clock, the tick, tick, tick of the clock, where you might be feeling like with every click of the as the hands turn, it goes tick, 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 and you can feel it internally right around in the chest area in your heart chakra. So some of you, you've got something major coming in and the clock is ticking, but for a lot of you, this is like that moment where you're going to make a huge change in your destined path. So welcome Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign to June 2022. We're going to do a general reading, which will be you in the beginning, and we're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about career, family, friends, and outside events, and then we're going to take a little glimpse into romance at the end for married couples and singles. So Libra, let's look a little bit close at what this is. At first, when I first tapped into your energy, I saw the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm like, I can't do the Wheel of Fortune for Libras. You're so far advanced beyond that. It's like, okay, come on, we need a little bit more than that. So all of a sudden, I started feeling this tick, tick inside of my heart chakra. Now, you may be feeling internally that inner growth for some of you where you're connecting to the universal energy, right? And those of you who've been with me for a long time, that's what I talk about is universal energy. It will guide you in the right direction. We have the Five of Wands, and this is a lot of internal battle. So you might be struggling when it comes to making some type of change, but this is very positive what's getting ready to happen. So we're going to see how this affects you on a different level because it turns you right into this beautiful Nine of Pentacles. I love this. Now that clock may be ticking because you know it's time for you to grow. You know it's time for you to expand. Time for you to bring down something more. Now, I also am hearing the song, These Boots Are Made for Walking. All right. Now, if you've been listening to that song, then something in this reading is definitely going to help you in your life. If you've been hearing the clock ticking or feeling like my clock is ticking, this may be a message, the one little message inside this entire reading that is going to benefit you tremendously. So this Nine of Pentacles is a wonderful place to be because you feel like you've accomplished so much, but yet then you're dealing with that inner struggle. You haven't reached the 10th Pentacle yet, but it is coming, and it's coming. It's on its way to you, and you're going to feel that new freedom from the release of Mercury in retrograde. Over the past several weeks, we've been in retrograde, and when Mercury goes in retrograde, it takes us back. And I'm going to do a special reading on that or writing inside my free newsletter on my website. You can subscribe there. But this is this analytical, spiritual, celestial review time where we get shown things from the past. It'll pop in a vision of somebody or maybe a job we used to work at, a concept that we had, an idea, or actually have it come right back around in the physical realm right in front of us to say, here you go, what are you going to do with this? Okay, here's another opportunity to look at it. If you don't need it, if you don't want it, if you whatever, detach and let it go. And for others, they can take that now and they can expand on it. And that's what I feel is going on with deciding with your zodiac sign, Libra. I feel you had an idea, creation, something you were going to do 3-5 years ago. 3 to 5 years ago, there was something that popped into your head. For some of you, it was building up your own business, but it looks like it was like a non-profit organization where you may have been helping people that needed help in any area of their life. It could be helping because it's non-profit. So what I see is people who recovering domestic violence situation. For some of you, you were going to help people who had been going through abusive situations. So kudos to you. That's a great thing to do, but you got stopped, and that may have been due to finances. It may have been due to your own inner reflection. Whatever that was 3 to 5 years ago, any area of life, it doesn't have to be that one example. This is that moment for you to take it and tweak it. Take it and tweak it and turn it out into the world. And it is going to bring you prosperity big time. Follow your higher self. Listen to the guides around you. If you believe in angels, then they are there for you. Some of you don't, and you know that your higher consciousness within is talking to you. Your inner gut is saying, hey, baby Libra, look at what you got in front of you. You missed one thing. Go back and see how you can fix it, and you can turn it into making money. Whether this is money, a relationship, or just the completion of you, because the clock is ticking, and for some of you, it absolutely has to do with your own transformative energy over that 3 to 5 year period of time where you've been looking at every person, everything that's happened. You can clearly see, Libra, that everything that happened in your life is leading to this point today towards our life and soul purpose. And if you haven't booked a session with me, this is going to be great for you guys. It'll be a big form of expansion. Also, I'll be doing Aquarius Rising live on June 1st. Now, with this is your senses are going to get heightened, and that's why I think you're feeling the clicking inside of you. Click, click, tick, tick. You're feeling this, and it has to do with growth, and you have the card of that fell on the floor. Okay, that's the 5 of Wands energy, by the way. So the card fell on the floor for a reason. All right, so you have an opportunity to heal this, and the Sun card is saying it can't get much better than this. So this is absolute prosperity coming in. So let's take a look and see how that relates to your career sector. And I do feel in all the different areas of life, I feel some of you, this is an absolute career endeavor, a project that you thought would be good. It's not out there. It hasn't been discovered yet. It has not been discovered yet. And that's pretty freaking amazing, since it was 3 to 5 years ago, because people are being so innovative over the last 2 years. It's like boom, 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 boom. All of these things are happening. So if you thought you missed the boat on whatever it is in your career, you have not. You might need to take a certification class and get a certification in order to present it to the world, but that shouldn't hold Libra back. Use your higher senses and really analyze everything that's going on around you, because this is going to be absolutely incredible for you. This is the Sun card. Your inner child is getting ready to come out and play, and that might be what's going tick, tick. Open the door. I want to come out and play. I want to feel alive again. I want to feel freedom. I want to feel completion. I want to be me again. And when we go through this journey of life analyzing and learning all of the different senses and all the things that fall underneath the metaphysical umbrella, not medical, metaphysical umbrella, we start understanding how we interconnect with the outside world. And that's what my degree is in, right? So the interconnection of the spiritual, the scientific, and the humanistic interconnection, relationships on all levels. That's what I feel some of you are doing. You're actually working in that area. Now, this career that's getting ready to come through for a lot of you, it could fall under the holistic category, absolutely, metaphysical category. But I feel for a lot of you, it's just in whatever you specialize in. It isn't necessarily that I'm seeing one industry, but what I am seeing is new birth, a new opportunity, something absolutely incredible. But here it is, the Strength card. And the Strength card is going to, you already are familiar with what they mean, but this is taking that courage inside of you that you didn't have 3 to 5 years ago, and that may be that one piece missing. So this is getting your certification, getting your degree, and taking that risk and saying, man, I can do this, I can do this. And you can. You can do this, Libra. You already know you can, because you saw it in your dreams, you felt it inside of you, and you're feeling it inside of you now. So whatever this offer is, this opportunity is going to bring you everything on the material plane, because the Sun card, that's what it means. It can't get better than this. The 9 of Pentacles is feeling absolutely almost at the point where it's just so good. Anything above this is just going to make my world even better. So this is very, very positive energy. Do not allow the 5 of Wands to pull you backwards. Whatever you've been going through while Mercury is in retrograde, it's time for you to move past that and pay attention and focus on your inner core yourself. Focus on your inner being, because this is going to be beautiful. Now the song again, these boots are made for walking, keeps coming in. So follow, put your boots on, okay? Put your spiritual boots on, your higher power boots on, and walk towards prosperity. Now, one of the dates that is coming out let me write this down. One of the dates that's coming through is the 17th of June. Is going to be very key when it comes to your career. Very, very key when it comes to career in general. Education for some of you, but that education is going to lead you to a career. So it's a link. It's a link, all right? So focus on that. Now, when it comes to family, friends, and outside world events, we have the Page of Pentacles. And that Page of Pentacles, this is that little inner child for some of you, most definitely, but this is also talking about a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn individual who holds a lot of influence when it comes to you. And I feel for some of you, you've been disenchanted. The word disenchanted came through, Libra. Disenchanted when it came to finances, attached to somebody. This could be your parent, your child. This may be any relative or friend that has they don't do well with money, okay? It's like they're very immature when it comes to handling money, when it comes to handling resources, and they throw things around, kind of like, I see them like throwing money out at here. Like, so a perfect example is that person, we've all been to dinner with them, where they walk in and they just kind of go, here, it's on me, here, it's on me, here, it's on me. And you're thinking, where are they getting all that money from, right? So that's the type of person, but they don't necessarily know how to do what they're doing. They're just going through the motions without the backup. Some of you, I'm telling you, you have this beautiful union coming back around. Now, it may involve, I do feel it involves a parent and a child, okay? It could be a friend, but I really feel it's a family, like birth origin family, where you're coming together and you are going to celebrate together. Some of you, this is going to be traveling from one end to the other, where you're going to celebrate Father's Day with them. That 17th may be Father's Day. All right, I didn't look up what the day is, but I know Father's Day falls in there, and we do have the King of Wands. So yeah, you may be traveling to see your parent. And along the way, you're going to have super fun, number one. You're going to have a great time. But along the way, that is when that spark of creativity is going to come in for you. So the clock is ticking. You need to make a decision to take this trip. And if you feel it right, follow your senses, because it could lead you to this beautiful, prosperous new beginning. Now we have the Page of Cups. So somebody needs to give a real apology, and it is about love. When we're talking family and friends, this is a family dynamic where I feel there was a discord between you. And I mean, literally, like, you haven't spoke to each other in 2-3 years, 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. It's not months. It feels much larger than that. For those of you who are new, I hear it. I see it, okay? When I look this way, down is the past, this is the present, this is the future, and this has not been created yet. So I incorporate everything that comes through to me, and I roll it through my inner knowing, and that's how I present it to you, and the cards follow the messages. So I feel that this is 3 to 5 months, because it is a larger volume attached to those numbers. And that 3 to 5 years, not months, years, that 3 to 5 years, you grew, they grew, everybody could see now that thing, tempers have calmed down. People that were negative around us, telling us what to do, they're gone. This is for that group of you that really did work at trying to create inner peace inside of you. You were working to overcome the 5 of Wands, all right? This is quarreling. This is it is definitely inner quarreling, but I feel with this dynamic, this was a family situation where there was quarreling, and now there's a peace treaty coming through. This is not the family that is abusive to you. This is not that type of a family. This is not a person around you that was physically, mentally, or on any level harmful to you. There's this feeling of childlike innocence, ignorance, when it comes to certain aspects of relationships where they didn't know how to interact, they didn't know how to behave. It's kind of like, you know, an untamed animal that has manners but yet doesn't quite fully know the routine. And I mean, no disrespect by that whatsoever. This is just somebody who didn't learn the ropes. So now that they've grown, and that might be why you took a break from them, now that they've grown, they're coming back around. And this is going to be a really lovely reunion. The Three of Cups is here, and the Three of Cups is saying it is happy, it is joyous, it is celebration. It didn't come in the reverse, and my message isn't in the reverse where there's gossiping. There may have been, or you may have just had that Five of Wands energy where you were thinking that it was. Whatever was is not today. It's not today. So for some of you, this is looking a little bit further than what you've been doing, but this is incredible because this is like follow the inner clicking, follow the inner clock towards prosperity for our Libras in the month of June. 17th is very highlighted. Now we're going to move on to romance for couples first and singles next. And remember, I do the love readings every week. Please thumbs up this video. Let me know that you like this video, the style that I'm using, and I will continue to bring them to you on a regular basis. All right, for our couples and singles, I'm going to pull one card for both of you guys. But let me say, you've got offers coming in all over the place. If you are in a relationship, and the two of you, we actually got two cards, and the two of you have been on totally different pages, okay? You might be feeling the bum, 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 bum inside of you when it comes to this relationship, seeing things about your partner that you forgot about, okay? Now, here is the retreat and flirt. All right, so when it comes to whether you're coupled or single, these are the cards for you. Retreat is really taking the time to get to know that person, taking time off and absolutely disconnecting from the outside world. Where you and your partner, if you're in a relationship, you can reconnect again and you can see what the growth is between the two of you. You can see the problems. You can understand now why you were quarreling, and chances are I don't even think it had anything to do directly with you. That is not for those of you that had these horrible relationships, okay? Now that isn't part of it. This is that inner battle between two people who are divided. Under the same roof, you could be separated, but there was a lack of communication somewhere in there that created this disconnect between the two of you, and it's coming back around. And that seems to be an ongoing message for a lot of our married or coupled individuals. Get your flirt on, okay? When you go out on this retreat, if those of you who are in a relationship, get back to the way it was when you first met them. Remember why you met them. My grandmother, my grandparents had the love story. It was an incredible romantic love story. It truly was. So it's the love story taken like from the Titanic, right? It's like this beautiful love relationship that is meant to share with the world. And one thing she told me was, in order to fall, to stay in love with somebody, you're going to fall in and out of love all the time. And when you fall out of love, you're going to go through anger, you're going to go through the Five of Wands, you're going to go through all of these changes. What you want to do is you want to take the memories, and those memories from the beginning, from the birth of the relationship, is what restores the love again. And she said it's like falling in love all over again. Look for the good qualities in them and see if it can overcome the negative qualities that separated the two of you. So our singles, wow, you've got new offers coming in. I'm telling you guys, you've got 2, maybe even 3 different people coming in. So this is going out and putting yourself out there dating. It doesn't mean that you're, I've had people say crazy things, like really crazy things. That doesn't mean you're sleeping with all 3 people, okay? That means that you're out there and you're putting yourself out there in a place of being accepting to meeting new people. A little bit vulnerable for some of you because we have these beautiful cards. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the King of Wands. So one of them is going to be romantic, and they're going to talk things that make you feel excited. Another one is going to make you feel very secure and grounded and give you an offer like, let's do this on, hey, let's go out again. I want to date you more. And then you got one coming in with this big magnetic force around him saying, look at me. I'm going to put a spell on you. So you have a variety of options coming in. None of these three are not good for you, and you're going to probably have difficulty figuring out which one you want to grow forward with, because I do feel one of these is going to be selected, and that'll be the next person that you date for the next short term to get to know them a lot better. Flirt, whatever you're doing, get your flirt on, because that's what's going to draw these people in. Have an amazing June. Thank you for watching. Much love.